Listen up guys, on top of Gfuel becoming devil hunters via the new Chainsaw Man energy formula, they've also become rogue ninjas. There's a Akatsuki flavored energy formula that you can purchase using my affiliate link and discount code down in the pinned comment and the description box. This is not a sponsorship though. If you do purchase something using my link and discount code, I do get a small kickback, and I am an avid user of Gfuel. I'll usually mix it in with non-stimulant pre-workout since Gfuel does have just enough caffeine to get you going for a day, usually around 150 milligrams per serving. And these are two of the tastiest flavors that they've come out with, which is saying a lot because I love their Duke Nukem flavor that they had a few months back. However, you'll also be able to get some really cool anime themed merchandise, as well as energy tubs and different energy formulas of different anime to choose from. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, My Hero Academia, Mobile Suit Gundam, Attack on Titan, and so many other series are available on the website. And best of all, unlike a lot of other energy formulas and drinks that are out there, there is zero crash because there's zero sugar in this one. Two really huge selling points of why I personally support Gfuel. In typical anime fashion, I am going to need you guys to send me your energy by clicking the affiliate link in the description and in the pinned comment, so you can buy whatever anime themed product you want. It doesn't have to be Naruto, it can be whatever anime strikes your fancy. And when you do so, make sure to use my promo code KAGE to get yourself a discount. Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explain here, bringing you guys another Boruto 2 Blue Vortex discussion. Today, I want to talk to you guys about why Hinata, being one of the people that Kawaki ended up stealing away alongside Naruto, ended up being the best decision Kawaki has ever made in the series, to a point where I strongly believe it has been underrated by fans of the series itself. Join me in today's newest Naruto Explain video, where we take a look at why Kawaki sealing Hinata away wasn't just best for the story, but it is a moment of accidental brilliance by Kawaki, which might have ended up saving his bacon, as the old folks in the South like to say. So again, Kawaki sealing Hinata away wasn't something where the guy just woke up one day, brushed his teeth, and said, hey, let me take Hinata out the story specifically. I think we all can agree he did not care enough about her to remove her from the picture specifically. Naruto was the one on his mind. What I mean is that had she not been home when Naruto was sealed away, he wouldn't have stopped and said, hey, let me go down to the local supermarket and see Hinata and seal her away and spare her from having to pay the high price of eggs that cost 12 Hashirama dollars. If there was a poster child, if there was ever a poster child for being in the wrong place at the wrong time, it would definitely be Hinata here. But if this is an accident, then why can we say this is a 200 IQ move by Kawaki? After all, you shouldn't get credit for brilliance when it's accidental, right? Well, allow me to explain. So Kawaki sealing Hinata alongside Naruto and Boruto Naruto Next Generations, it was a brilliant piece of writing for multiple reasons, both in universe as well as a narrative standpoint. It not only ensured Kawaki's goal of keeping Naruto away from the conflict, but also definitely unintentionally prevented one of the biggest potential threats to altered reality, which is omnipotence, which is basically a mother's instinctual love for her child. So Hinata's potential resistance towards omnipotence, that's the most glaring thing we have to look at. Omnipotence, as described, does more than just rewrite memories. It actively reinforces them, similar to a self-correcting program that overrides attempts to alter its code. And as we all know, Boruto is very technology-based. This is why even those who become suspicious of their rewritten memories, they find themselves unable to logically deny the new memories they've been given. As we saw with Shikamaru, even though he knows the truth, he has to actively fight it. He can't even think about the concept of omnipotence itself, to a point where he can't even think of the name. However, we've seen a reoccurring pattern where strong parental love has served as a powerful force of resistance against omnipotence. First, we have Sasuke's parental instincts and Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan awakening. Despite omnipotence rewriting reality so that Boruto became an outsider and Kawaki was seen as Naruto's son, Sasuke was still able to overcome the illusion, though it was not through logic. It was through emotion. It was through love. The key moment was Sarada crying and awakening her Mangekyo Sharingan the eyes that reflect the heart, while begging him to believe in Boruto's innocence because she believed in it. The sheer intensity of her grief activated something in Sasuke's subconscious, allowing him to consider the possibility that false memories of omnipotence had been installed. This suggests that deep emotional bonds, particularly between parents and children, particularly between blood relatives, can create a natural resistance to omnipotence influence, or rather give you a stronger resistance, because at the end of the day, your memories are still going to be altered. But we've seen that when it comes to parents and children, they're able to connect the dots quicker when it's something attached to that aspect of love. Amado's realization came through his daughter Akebei. Amado, who had been under omnipotence influence like everyone else, managed to figure out the truth when he discovered Kawaki's coma seal contained data from his late daughter Akebei, who he was trying to revive. This moment of recognition created a contradiction in his altered memories, allowing him to deduce that they had been altered and rewritten. Again, the love of a parent through their child provided a way to push back against the omnipotence control. Sasuke put his faith in his daughter. Amado did the same thing. There's no reason to suggest that Hinata couldn't do the same. Hinata's unique connection to Boruto in the past is the next thing we have to look at. So given the pattern of parental resisting omnipotence that we have, Hinata is a prime candidate for being one of those people who would have been able to break through the illusion had she been left free in this new reality that was created. It's basically Hinata's motherly instincts versus omnipotence. Just like Sasuke, Hinata has a deep and emotional bond with her child, Boruto. Even if her memories had been altered, there would be a subconscious part of her that would feel a sense of loss of something being off. If she were to come across old photos of herself, Naruto and Boruto, her subconscious might start resisting the false reality, just as Sasuke did when he saw Sarada's emotional state. He knew what those Mangekyo Sharingan eyes reflected, and he chose to trust in something other than his memories. Seeing herself in Naruto holding a baby Boruto, photos that we know for certain that Sarada passed out, that would be something that you do have to look at. The power of visual proof. A family photo is the other thing to look at. Imagine Hinata seeing an old photo of Naruto holding Boruto as a baby, or even herself holding Boruto, something that directly contradicts the implanted memories where Boruto is supposed to be the outsider. This moment could create a disconnect in her mind, the same way that Amado felt one when he saw his daughter's DNA in Kawaki's coma. Unlike other characters who might brush it off as a mistake, like we're told happened in universe, Hinata's maternal love could trigger a deeper emotional response, pushing her to further investigate, especially when you got Sarada running around the village like we're told that she did. Dormant instincts in a fight against omnipotence. Even if omnipotence tries to rewrite her subconscious, just as it does with everyone else when they start saying, hey, this doesn't seem right, her emotions would not align with her memories. This is what happened with Sasuke. His logical mind accepted the rewritten memories, but at his emotional core, it told him to trust in Sarada. Even before he got sealed away, Sasuke told Boruto, hey, like, it doesn't matter who you are, but my daughter trusts in you, so I trust in you. It's likely the same thing happens here when you start looking at Hinata. In her case, her motherly instincts do the same, making her highly dangerous to Kawaki's altered reality. This is why Kawaki was so lucky to seal Hinata away. Kawaki's decision to seal Hinata with Naruto may have been purely an emotional moment, but it was also a lucky break for him in the long run that she just happened to be home when he did so. This basically eliminated a key threat to the lie and the stability of the lie of omnipotence. Had Hinata remained free, she likely would have pieced together the inconsistencies in her memories much sooner than others. Unlike Sasuke, who only had Sarada pushing him towards the truth, Hinata would have discovered multiple signs, family photos, Boruto's own old belongings, even letters and video messages from the past that deal with Boruto. add again that you got Sarada running around the village like we're told she did during that 3-year time skip, Hinata would have started questioning omnipotence. She could have spread that doubt to others, especially with her peers, making it even harder for Kawaki to maintain control. This would have sent Kawaki down a nuclear option. Hinata's resistance could have made it harder when it comes to killing Boruto. Here's why. Kawaki's goal is using omnipotence to make everyone view Boruto as a Hokage killer. It makes Boruto's execution more socially acceptable. As we're told, that is the will of the village, and the feudal lord, a close friend of Naruto, doesn't even think twice about wanting Boruto dead. It basically eliminates any moral barriers that stop people from killing Boruto, because as Kawaki said when he was freaking out at the end of part 1, because Boruto is the Hokage's child, nobody could bring it in them to kill Boruto. If Hinata had figured out the truth, she would have done everything in her power to protect her son, even though he was gone away from the village. This could have led to a domino effect, leading to others to question their own memories, possibly even figures like Himawari, who has already been showing signs of being special in her own way, as we saw with her having Kurama and her being able to sense that something's wrong. Preventing another Sarada-like awakening is basically what this did. Had Hinata come to the truth in an intense emotional moment, she could have triggered something very similar to what Sarada did with the Mangekyo Sharingan. Only for her, her anchor would have been Boruto. If someone like Himawari had been around to witness Hinata's realization, it would have made her a target of omnipotence correction, potentially pushing her the same way that Sarada was able to push Sasuke down the right path. In conclusion, it is a narrative brilliant decision. Kawaki's decision to seal Hinata was one of the smartest moves he's ever made, even if it wasn't intentional. It, by extension, ensured that one of the people who would be most likely to break free of omnipotence whole would have been removed from the board entirely. Boruto wouldn't have the protection of his mother, which that makes him easier to hunt. The stability of omnipotence, its altered reality, it would have remained intact for even longer because Hinata was gone. From a writing perspective, this is a brilliantly subtle detail that adds layers to the conflict. By following the established pattern of parental love that we saw throughout Boruto, Naruto, Next Generations, and applying it to how certain characters have figured out the truth about omnipotence, in particular the parents, the story is suggesting that had Hinata been there, she could have been a problem for Kawaki if only she had been left free. This makes it all the more ironic that his attachment to Naruto saved him from an even bigger problem down the line when it came to Naruto's own wife. And as we saw, when Hinata was hearing Kawaki speak, what was her first instinct? When Kawaki was talking, her first instinct was, I gotta go right for Kawaki, this kid's gonna kill my son. Naruto had not put the pieces together yet. Hinata walked right up to him and slapped him. And she was crying as she did so because she had already figured out from those very strong paternal instincts that she has that this is a predator. This predator is a danger to my child, and it's that motherly instinct to do what she has to ensure that her child stays alive. Very similar to how you have these stories where a mother sees a car on top of their child and she might be super frail, but somehow she ends up lifting the car up enough to where she can get it off of her child. It would have been a very similar thing here, only emotional overdrive for Hinata. I think there is something there that could be looked at. Obviously, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and checking out more videos from Naruto Explained by clicking here on the left or clicking over here on the right to check out my new solo leveling video from my Anime Explained channel, where I talk about non-Naruto content in the form of video essays, explained videos, chapter reviews, and so much more.